Good afternoon, bon après-midi. As your chief and as members of my senior command team, it's important for us to stand in front of the community and reassure you that our city is in good hands, and we are moving forward the best we can after Friday's horrific events. Our police colleagues from across New Brunswick have come together to help police our community while we look after the well-being of our own officers. We are eternally grateful. Nos collègues policiers de Nouveau-Brunswick se sont réunis pour nous aider pendant que nous veillons au bien-être de nos propres agents. Nous sommes très reconnaissants.
And we're very grateful to
Over
them
the
for
past
that.
several days, we have received literally hundreds and hundreds of calls from the media around the world, and it's impossible for us to answer all of those calls and return all of those calls. So this briefing is one way for us to be able to get in front of you with factual information so that you can share that with our community. The other route has been through our social media channels, which have been regularly updated when there is new information available that we can share. We have received thousands and thousands of messages of sympathy and support and gratitude, and messages to see if we're doing okay. I can't begin to say how much this outpouring of compassion means to all of us, each and every one of us. We've not been able to respond to these messages, as you can imagine, but we know that we have seen them and we appreciate them, and we appreciate knowing that our community, not just here in Fredericton, but around the world, is caring for us. It helps us beyond words. The homicide investigation into Friday's shooting that killed two of our citizens, Donald Robichaud and Bobby Wright, and two of our officers, Constable Rob Costello and Constable Sarah Burns, is continuing. I want to reiterate, please, this is an ongoing investigation and it is not complete. One aspect that is complete is that investigators have finished collecting the evidence required from the apartment buildings at the scene of the shootings. The buildings have now been released back to the owner. Tenants should be aware that during the police response to the shootings, there was damage done to the interior of the apartment buildings. Tenants who were displaced should contact the landlord directly for instructions on when and how they are able to move back in the event repairs are required first. Although police only conducted searches of areas believed to be affected during the shooting, if any tenant notices anything out of place or out of the ordinary within their building or their apartment unit, they should call the police immediately. There are a few questions we've received from media, and I want to answer them with you here today. We've had questions about the gun used in the shooting. The long gun we believe that was used in this event is commonly available for purchase. In other words, it wasn't restricted or prohibited. Other information is part of the evidence gathered and cannot be divulged at this time. We've also been asked about body-worn videos. I can confirm that one of our officers was wearing a body-worn video at the time of the call. There was a body cam video, and that is part of the evidence that our investigators are looking at. I cannot get into the specifics at this time because it's related to the ongoing investigation. Most other questions we've received deal with rumors and speculation, and I understand that there is a desire to find out what happened. We all want to know that. The police investigation is very much active and is focused on finding facts. We cannot and we will not speculate, as we could jeopardize the integrity of the investigation. We must deal with established facts and evidence. Information will be released, but you have to understand that some of that will only be released through the court process. There is one man in custody, and he's been charged with 4 counts of first-degree murder. As you know, the court date is set for later this month, and I'll now take your questions.
First-degree murder with civilians generally means premeditated. What evidence do you have that it's premeditated?
I'm not able to comment on that at this time, Jacques. It's related to the ongoing investigation.
I want to there's more kind of connection of the Fox motorcycle plot. Have you ruled that out as any connection, or is that looking at it as only mitigating factors?
We're aware of that information that has been shared publicly as well. At this time, we're just working through the investigative process. Again, we're not going to speculate on any connection or motives there.
Monsieur Godet, peut-être quelques mots en français sur l'enquête qui est en cours. Est-ce que c'est possible des motivations structurantes? Parlez-nous aussi, puisque la chef Fitch le disait, au niveau de l'arme et la caméra publique des policiers appartenant à l'homme policier.
Ça fait l'arme qui est utilisée est une arme qui est disponible ici au Canada. Le tireur avait une licence ou un permis. Par rapport à la caméra corporelle, un de nos membres avait une caméra corporelle sur lui lors de la fusillade.
Parlez-nous un peu des progrès de l'enquête, où on en est, les faits exactement.
Ça fait la GRC continue l'enquête, nous partage les faits et nous on les partage ici avec vous. Ça fait que les personnes qui habitent dans les appartements retournent aujourd'hui. Il y a eu des dommages de fait aux appartements, évidemment. Ça fait lorsque les résidents retournent à leur appartement, s'ils voient d'autres dommages ou des choses de différentes, de nous appeler et d'appeler celui-là qui appartient à l'appartement.
Prochaines étapes pour la police.
Prochaine étape pour la police, c'est continuer à prendre garde à nos membres, puis préparer les funérailles samedi prochain.
Qu'est-ce que vous pouvez nous dire de plus sur le suspect?
The English has to be the question has to be asked again in English, and the chief will respond to that question. Okay. So the firearm is a firearm that can be purchased here in Canada, and the suspect does have a license. The body camera, we can confirm that one of our officers involved in the shooting was wearing a body camera, and the evidence has been downloaded and provided to the RCMP for further investigation. And as the chief mentioned about the residents returning back to their apartment. He has a possession. He has a possession to the license, yeah. It's a firearm that can be purchased here in Canada, and it's a shouldered weapon, a long gun. I don't think we said it was a carbine. It's a shouldered weapon. It's a long gun.
And next question, please. Next question, please.
Officer at the scene today seen counting a pile of cash through in the apartment window. Do you know what the cash is? Is that evidence in the case?
I'm not able to comment on any aspect of the evidence gathering, Jacques. Thank you. I think perhaps the reference to the carbine, our officers are equipped with carbines. Our officers are equipped with carbines.
Can you clarify about the body video? Is that one of the fallen officers?
I'm not going to comment on that at this time, but I will confirm that there is body-worn video that was captured from police response to the call. Thank you for the question. All of our officers are equipped with a body armor. We are still examining all investigative avenues. The RCMP, as you know, have the homicide investigation, and we're not at liberty to talk about specifics of that ongoing investigation.
Okay, thank you very much. That is
Thank
all
you.
the questions we're taking for today. We will advise you when the next opportunity for a press conference is available. Thank you.